Twin the cultural mecca of Kingston with what is expected to be an enthralling 4 days of track and field action at next month's National Athletics Championships. That's the view of one sports marketer, but the country's director of tourism has mixed views about that. Karen Madden has the first of a two-part series on Destination Kingston and sports.
When the United States hosted Formula One's Miami Grand Prix, the metropolis went into marketing overdrive with the weekend featuring several cultural events partnering with the popular motorsport. Sports marketer Carol Beckford believes that Kingston could successfully mimic this concept.
Kingston is already declared the cultural capital of the Caribbean and to some extent one of the most popular cities across this side of the globe. Sometimes for not so great reasons, but it is where our national stadium is, it's where our cricket stadium is. It is where we play all our major sporting events, but also it is also home of a lot of cultural icons.
But for the country's director of tourism, Donovan White, while Kingston is a big part of how Jamaica is marketed, it's only a fraction of the story.
Marketing of the destination for us is a wholesome experience. So we don't just market one part of Jamaica or any specific part of Jamaica. We market the destination as a whole because we market all the characteristics of the destination, which includes Kingston and all the offerings in Kingston.
Beckford believes Kingston has the rooms, the restaurants, and the cultural offerings which can be twinned with next month's Track and Field Festival.
Track and Field is the center around which the Experience Kingston concept came about. So yes, there's going to be 4 days of exhilarating, thrilling, exciting track and field, and that in itself sells because one, we hosted Carifta, two, we have the fastest junior women in the world, the second fastest junior men.
White is, however, concerned about infrastructure.
One of the things we have to begin to look more seriously at as a country, which includes all of government, all of the private sector, is how do we create more appropriate infrastructure to facilitate the staging of major sporting events in Jamaica that can attract and will attract travelers from around the world to come to Jamaica.
And Beckford concedes that there needs to be improvements.
We need to fix transportation and logistics so people can park and walk and that kind of a thing. And so the mayor of Kingston, approaching 150 years as a city, now needs to deal with the different agencies and ministries that handle the support around that so we can host as we should.
White acknowledges the strong branding potential of the national trials, but argues that there are other factors required to make it attractive to visitors.
We support, events like the national trials always, in terms of their ability to market the event and to promote the event overseas, as well as to align our brand with our global track and field stars who go on show at trials. Again, marketing has a lot to do with the complete product being right and ready for the marketplace in terms of attracting all the audiences.
In part two, we hear from the city's mayor. Karen Madden, TVJ Sports.